The three names to know are Australopithecus, Paranthropus, and Homo. Three closely related groups of animals, all great apes, bipedal or as close to it as makes no difference, and all in the same region along the east coast and southern extension of Africa at roughly the same time. Australopithecus has the earliest remains and Homo has the latest remains, but it looks as though there's a good argument for significant overlap. Now, what kind of critters are we talking about? The basic template, especially concerning Homo at this time being included, is of a creature about the size of a chimpanzee, and, as I say, bipedal or close to or much like bipedal, and with a skull very much like that of a chimp's, except for its position and the tooth row, which would look very familiar to any one of us. Now, what makes these three different from one another? It has to do with that head. Australopithecus had a skull just as I described. Paranthropus changes that basic template significantly by messing with the jaw. Your jaw is nothing like that of a Paranthropus. This bottom edge running along here is a solid inch or more due to the depth of that bone. More so, enormous fossae on this side indicate masseter muscles, the bulgy ones, at least the size of a golf ball. Massive temporalis muscles running up the side of the head, just like ours, except much larger and anchored by a sagittal crest of bone. In addition, Paranthropus has remarkable molars. The back teeth, if you look down on them on their chewing flat side, you will see that they are 4 times the size of ours, which is remarkable. Clearly, this is a chewing champion. Looking at Homo habilis, which is our earliest Homo and the only one we really know of, or ones very much like it, which would be contemporary with Paranthropus. Looking at these creatures, we see that there's really not much change either. It has perhaps a more bulbous cranium, the brain case. Perhaps a somewhat weaker jaw, although that might be a bit of imagination thrown in. When we look at the other species of Homo, ours included, definitely those differences are dramatic. The jaw is weak to the point of being infantile, and the cranium is bulbous, to say the least. Do you see my point? We're taking a particular skull, which is best represented historically by Australopithecus, and changing different things in different creatures. This isn't a linear sequence of events. This is instead different options exercised in different ways by closely related species. Hence the name Mosaic Evolution. In this particular creature, you got this mosaic piece altering, whereas in this other creature, you have this particular piece altering.